Hello people, a very quick video for you about when the play is set versus when the play was written. So let's go nice and fast. The play is set in the 11th century. Where? In Scotland, and a little bit of England as well. So this era in history is usually called medieval era or the Middle Ages, or sometimes the Dark Ages as well. Medieval era. You can use either of those, Middle Ages, Dark Ages, etc. It's known as the Dark Ages because it was a time characterized by lots of plagues, lots of warfare, and education was certainly not an institutionalized norm in society. So it is set back in this era. It is Shakespeare's only play to be set in Scotland. This, of course, helps set the mood, the dark tone of the play. It's a cold, isolated place with castles, very different to where Romeo and Juliet is set in Verona, Italy, in a nice, sexy, hot summer. So when was the play written, though? The play was written in the Renaissance. It's not just a Beyonce album, it's an era. A very long era, spanning hundreds of years, actually. The Renaissance is French for rebirth. And as the name implies, it's a time of awakening. People are becoming more educated. They are thinking for themselves more. They're taking lots of ideas for literature, art, culture, politics, and they're taking those ideas from ancient Greek philosophies, bringing them in, a really explosive intellectual time in culture. Now, this is when it was written in 1606, and specifically within that era, it was published during the Jacobean era, and this refers to when King James was ruling England and Scotland at the time after Queen Elizabeth had died. It's called the Jacobean era, but his name is actually King James. So the Jacobean word just comes from the Latin interpretation of James.